tell us about your schoolmates. I'd love to know. Or your mates, from back home.
I don't really we never really talk about it, to be honest. We kind of hang out, drink a lot, and watch a lot of films. We don't really discuss anything too in depth. So, yeah.
Is it just normal?
Yeah, it is.
It'd be good for you to be normal, wouldn't it?
Completely normal, yeah. I mean, it's fun going to see my friends. It's exactly how I left it when I left school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's nice.
I've done 2 interviews with you now, Ed, and you're fantastic. You're so laid back, always great to talk to. So were you the same when you met the Queen for her Diamond Jubilee?
She didn't know who I was, so it was just pretty much a shake hands and nod and that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was fun. Very excited to. I'm going to put the roof on like this. I was very excited to meet her as a UK citizen.
Yes.
To meet the Queen's like quite a big thing, obviously. So yeah, it was cool. I was more excited to meet Paul McCartney, to be honest.
Well, that was the next question.
Yeah.
And what did you say to him? Can you tell us the conversation?
Well, he said that he liked the A-Team. He said he thought it was a great song.
Wow.
I said thank you, and then I said, can I introduce you to my dad? And then I had the great pleasure of walking up to my dad. He was shocked, just like this, and I was like, Dad, Paul, Dad, have a catch up. It was quite fun.
That must have been some present to give to your father.
Definitely, man. Yeah, he liked that. And yeah, there was another thing with Stevie Wonder as well, and Annie Lennox and who else? Elton John. Just introducing my dad to all these people was a very very fun thing.
Does it become normal? Can it become normal that you're?
It doesn't. No, not at all. But I think if you let it become kind of like regular, then that's when you're starting to go downhill. I think if you're always shocked at these sort of things, it's good. Because I think if you spend your time being like, oh yeah, that's whatever, that happens every day, then it's not going to happen.
See, on a smaller scale, that's the way I felt when you got Danny Minogue on the phone to me.
Yep.
Like, I haven't recovered from that.
Speaking of the Minogues, my mum went missing at the Buckingham Palace after party, and me and my dad searched for her for about 2 hours, and we found her 2 bottles of wine deep on a sofa drunk with Kylie Minogue, which was quite random.
So let me get this straight. Your parents go home and tell the neighbours they've been hanging out with Kylie Minogue and Paul McCartney?
No, Kylie Minogue actually tweeted about it, so the neighbours probably would have found out about that.
Oh, isn't that great,
Kylie Minogue tweeted me saying, say hi to your mum, and I was kind of like, alright, cheers Kylie.
Do you know what conversation took place between your mother and Kylie Minogue?
I think they were just talking about women issues, just like, probably talking about like films like Love Actually or something like that.
So, Elton John, Paul McCartney,
Uh-huh.
who have you got left on your bucket list?
Bob Dylan.
Right.
Bob Dylan and Van Morrison, but I've heard Van Morrison can be quite an angry person. So.
Mm-hmm. And another artist that our listeners is obsessed with, other than you, Ed, is Taylor Swift.
Oh,
sweet. And
nice one.
You jumped in a studio earlier in the year with Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Now, I've read that you've said you haven't collaborated that much with other artists before.
No.
What made you take that step with Taylor Swift?
Because she's very similar to me in the sense that she writes all her own songs, which I think is great. Which means that the reason I don't collaborate with a lot of artists, songwriting-wise, is like you can only have so many ideas. So when you go in with people that don't necessarily write songs, they're not going to have any ideas. So you're going to be giving all your ideas away. Whereas me going in with Taylor, I knew that she wrote all her own songs and was a very kind of like talented girl from that point of view.
I've heard her sing Lego House.
Yeah.
I mean, how does that make you feel that obviously an artist that you respect has wanted to cover one of your songs?
It's very cool, very, very cool. I think she's one of the biggest, well, she's pretty much the biggest act in the USA, so for her to like my stuff is great. I'm very happy for that. It's good.
Have you ever done karaoke, Ed?
No, but my cousin was telling me the other day he's mates with people that are mates with Adele, and they all went out and she did one of her tunes on the karaoke.
Oh, yeah.
And someone was like, why are you doing a tune? She's like, I f***ing wrote it, I'll do it all. Which I think is great,
wouldn't that hurt you?
Not too much karaoke, but I think if I did do karaoke...
What would you do? Because that was my question. What would you do karaoke?
Don't Go Breaking My Heart, probably.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Absolutely.
Find a girl and make a big kiki-dee. Yeah, I'm almost done.
Now you come back to Perth next year.
Uh-huh.
You're playing Challenge Stadium.
Yeah, which isn't actually a stadium, is it? Because that freaked me out when I heard. Because I played Wembley Stadium.
Right, yeah.
No, it's okay. It's not like Wembley Stadium.
No.
It's like a mini Wembley.
Yeah.
Don't tell him.
Well, we went to the boxing there a couple of weeks ago.
Danny Green fought there, and it's a great stadium to play in.
Yeah.
It's in the round, and it's
very big. Yeah.
Yeah, it's big. It's great.
Yeah. I think we've completed the house.
Yeah.
We've completed
Well
the
done.
Ed Sheeran Lego house.
That looks great.
Foundations in it.
Just in the crack of time. Your people are demanding that you...
Thank you. That's great.
I hope I was talkative enough.
I was fantastic, mate.
When you stick Lego in front of me, I
You were so talkative. It was brilliant. It was more than we expected, Ed.
Excellent.
So thank you. But you're always like that in interviews. Real giver.
Thank
And we
you.
appreciate it. So
That's
It's lovely to finally
Thank
meet
you.
you face to face after speaking
Yeah.
on the phone.
Definitely.